I've been making films for over a decade. Travel films, music videos, commercials. I've shot in over 30 countries and worked with artists like Usher, Bieber, Martin Garrix, and brands like Audi, Bose, and American Express. I've never had a tool shift my production process as fast as Kling 3.0 has. What you just watched wasn't an AI-generated film. It was my film, my vision, with Kling 3.0 filling the gaps that used to cost me extra shoot days, VFX budgets, or compromises in edit. Today, I want to break down why Kling 3.0 is a generally different tool for filmmakers, show you the specific techniques I'm using in real projects, and explain why I think this is disruptive for our industry. Let me be blunt about what's changed. I've tried a lot of AI video tools. Most give you isolated clips. Cool looking, sure, but disconnected. Floaty motion, the camera does whatever it wants, no consistency between shots. You can't cut that into a real project. Kling 3.0 is built on what they call the Omni 1 architecture, and the practical difference for filmmakers is massive. First, physics-aware motion. Objects have weight, hair moves naturally, fabric drapes realistically, liquids obey gravity. When you generate a scene, the motion feels like the real world, not a hallucination. Second, director-level camera control. I'm specifying dolly moves, tracking shots, orbital cameras, rack focus, and the AI actually executes them accurately. I'm not hoping the camera does something interesting. I'm actually directing it. And third, multi-shot storyboarding. Up to 6 camera cuts in a single generation. Wide establishing shot, medium close-up, whip pan to a new scene, all with consistent characters across every shot. That's not clip generation, that's scene generation. And fourth, native audio. Synchronized dialogue, sound effects, ambient audio, all generated in one pass, not layered on after. Frame perfect sync without post-production. This isn't incremental. This is a different category of tool. Let me show you what that looks like in practice. The technique that changed my editing the most is the start and end frame transitions. So now I'm in Premiere and I need 2 shots that need a seamless transition. In the old days, I'd hard cut or throw a dissolve on it, luma fade, or hope I shot a whip pan on location. Half the time I didn't. With Kling 3.0, I can export the last frame of my outgoing clip and the first frame of my incoming clip, and I can drop them both into Kling start and end frames. Then I simply write out my prompt and generate, matching the warm color palette of both frames. Kling 3.0 generates the motion between my 2 real frames. And because it's working from my actual footage, my colors, my composition, my locations, the result looks like I planned that transition on set. The physics-aware motion means the blur feels real. The camera movement feels intentional, and it matches. 5 minutes. That's what it took to create a transition that makes the whole sequence feel intentional. I used this technique 7 times in one film, 10 seamless transitions that didn't exist in my original footage, all produced in under an hour. Every travel filmmaker has this problem. The best moment of the trip, you weren't rolling. You only captured as a photograph. It was a split-second thing. With Kling 3.0, I take that still and I can animate it. And I don't mean a Ken Burns zoom, I mean physics-based motion. Wind through someone's hair, smoke drifting across the frame, crowd shifting with natural weight and movement. Kling 3.0's physics engine gives the motion gravity and texture. Photograph becomes a living, breathing moment that cuts seamlessly into my timeline next to real footage. Here's one from my India film. I dropped it into Kling, prompted for subtle ambient motion, people walking, rickshaws passing, light flickering, and now I have a 5-second clip that lives in my edit as naturally as any footage I shot on my camera. For travel content, this is transformative. You always come home with more photos than video. Now every photograph is a potential shot in your film. This is where Kling 3.0's multi-shot storyboarding changes the game. I've directed music videos for years. Usher, Bieber, Garrix, the Chainsmokers, and the pitch process is always the same. You send a written treatment, maybe some reference images, the artist reads it and tries to imagine what you see. Half the time it gets lost in translation. With Kling 3.0, I generate a multi-shot visual treatment in a single generation. Up to 6 camera cuts, wide establishing shot of a rooftop at dusk, medium of the artist performing, tight close-up with rack focus, whip pan to interior scene, dolly pull out to reveal the full space. Characters stay consistent across every shot. Camera moves are deliberate and the whole thing feels directed because it is. I'm dictating every shot's framing, duration, and camera behavior through the prompt. Last time I sent over a visual treatment built in Kling 3.0, the artist responded same day, no notes. Just when can we shoot? 2 hours of prompting replaced a full day of storyboarding and reference pulling. That's a speed difference. For commercial work, Kling 3.0 is equally disruptive. I've shot campaigns for Audi, Bose, American Express, L'Oreal, and the pitch process has always been mood boards and reference reels from other people's work. Now I take the brand's product photos, use them as start frames in Kling 3.0, and animate them into cinematic product movements. The physics engine means a bottle rotates with natural weight. Fabric drapes realistically, steam rises, and catches light. These aren't mock-ups, they're production quality concept videos with controlled camera movement, realistic lighting, and motion that feels real. For e-commerce specifically, this collapses the pre-production cycle. I generate multiple concepts, different lighting, different environments, different camera moves. The client picks favorites and we get into the real shoot with a lock shot list. Last brand pitch. Concept to approved shot list in a single meeting. No wasted setups. No scope creep. One more application that's been huge is using Kling 3.0's motion control to create cinematic social content. The director level camera control, dolly, pan, tilt, tracking, orbital, works in every aspect ratio, including 9:16 for reels, TikTok, and shorts. So instead of awkwardly cropping my widescreen footage for vertical, I'm generating purpose-built vertical clips with intentional camera moves and cinematic quality. The same motion control that makes my transitions seamless make my social content scroll stopping. I can go from concept to publishable social clip in 20 minutes. We used to take a day of reformatting and re-editing. Now, everything I just showed you, I could do solo. But filmmaking isn't a solo sport, and this is where the Kling AI team plan takes all of these techniques and turns them into a production level workflow. The Kling AI team plan lets me create a dedicated workspace for my team. I invite my editor, my colorist, my motion designer. Everyone works inside the same environment. When I generate a transition or animate a still, I click move to shared assets, and my editor can grab it instantly. No downloading, no uploading to Drive, no Slack links. She drops it straight into the timeline. Assets are organized in 3 layers. My assets for personal work, shared assets as the team's public library, and member assets where I can see everything each team member has been generating. That last one is huge for creative direction. I'm reviewing my team's experiments in real time, steering direction before they go too far down a rabbit hole without scheduling a single meeting. Roles are defined, owner, admin, collaborator, so permissions are tight. Credit management is built in, starting at 59 cents per 100 credits. Commercial usage rights and data privacy are included, which is critical for brand work. And I run separate workspaces for travel, music videos, and commercial projects, each with its own team and asset library. Plus, the Kling desktop app, Mac and Windows, puts my team workspace right in my dock. One click, full screen, cloud synced, no browser tabs. My editor uses it on her machine and I use it on mine. Same workspace, seamless. The combination of Kling 3.0 cinematic output plus the team plan's collaborative workflow is what makes this generally disruptive. Production quality AI assets shared and iterated across a real team at a fraction of the time and cost of traditional workflows. The footage I shoot on my camera, that's the film, the soul of it. No AI replaces standing in a new city at golden hour with your camera in your hands. And that's why we do this. But Kling 3.0 is how I finish the film I already started. The transitions that didn't exist in my footage, the stills that deserve to breathe, the visual treatments that close the deal, the social cuts that keep the momentum going, all with physics that feel real, camera control that feels intentional, and output that cuts directly into my timeline next to the footage that I shot on my FX3. If you're a filmmaker, try this. Pull the start and end frames from the one transition in your last edit that bugs you, generate it in Kling 3.0, and see what comes back. And if you work with a team, set up the Kling AI team plan and share it. See how fast the whole workflow clicks. That's how it started for me. One transition, and now Kling 3.0 is part of every project that I do. Go try it. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.